Guys, let's talk about the MCU for a little bit, and I'm just gonna be very quick with it, very brief. So I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys. I'm not a Marvel fan. I'm not a huge Marvel fan like everybody else. I'm not an MCU diehard. I'm not. I've had conversation with my friend for years that I'm a DC fan. I'm that person like, oh, DC's gonna get there, and they never did, and I accepted that. But with that being said, why why Marvel MCU phase? What phase are we on? Phase four. Why MCU's phase four is failing, and many reasons is the direction they're going with it. Um, Discontinuing the TV shows they got going on, the Loki series, the Captain America, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is not doing very well. Studies are now there's more stuff coming out about it's not really lighting the world on fire, which has a decrement because then you had it's just WandaVision was a unique take on a series, but it has now it's having some replication, some backlash to it. Um, Honestly, I would get a person who, yes, Phase Four. So I would probably be honest with you. If I was writing WandaVision, I'll get Kevin Feige. I get people who know these characters, who can still get these characters right, and they did not, especially for WandaVision. But Phase Four is not looking good. So let's talk about this. Black Widow. Black Widow. They're now stating that it was supposed to be a prequel to. It was supposed to happen in the middle of Civil War when she left, or it's supposed to happen. I don't know. It's just they're going back and forth with it because people. I don't want to see the film if it's a prequel, but she's dead. So it's like you gave like Black Widow should have had her film 2 phases ago over Captain Marvel any day. That's what I think. Captain Marvel should be leading the charge in Phase Four, not Black Widow. I'm just saying, but she's a dead character. And now I think this is gonna be a one and done film. I could be wrong, but I'm not really a fan of this film because here it is. See, following the events of Civil War, finds herself alone, and I don't want to see that. I don't because she's already dead. You pretty much took that away because she's dead. It's like you don't want to know what she did. No, she fucking died. You motherfuckers killed her. So there's no point. And then this one, Shang Chi. I have no problem with Shang Chi, but I have a problem with this right here. This time, the Legend of the Ten Rings. If you must know, this is Mandarin. If you must remember, Mandarin appeared in Iron Man 3. There was the tidbits of the Ten Rings in Iron Man. And he's the Iron Man villain. So I'm a little ticked off because he should have came out in 2013 when they were doing this whole you'll never see me coming type of crap they were doing, and we're getting him in Shang-Chi. And he's not really a main villain for Shang-Chi. He's not. And I'm like, looking at this like, what the fuck are y'all doing? They're like, oh, we'll do the Mandarin right, and he's an Iron Man villain. Put him with Iron Man. Hell, it's something different because Iron Man took on Tex the last 2 films. You give him something different, and to his own, he still took on Tex, and it was terrible. The whole Iron Man 3 was terrible. Why do you think Shane Black has not directed another Iron Man film? Because the fan backlash was big. Kevin Feige's like, okay, we're not going to do this. Nobody wanted this. It was terrible. They're trying to do some Batman type. It just didn't work for me. I'm not a fan of this. Like I said, I'm gonna be. I know about Shang Chi, so I'm a fan of the character, but I'm not a fan of them using the legendary Ten Rings because Mandarin is not a villain for Shang Chi, and they probably comments like, yeah, he is. Yeah, he's an Iron Man villain. Everybody knows the Mandarin for Iron Man. Put him with Iron Man. It's like the fucking Joker to Batman. You're not gonna put a Joker film with Superman. You're gonna put the motherfucker with fucking Iron Man. It makes fucking sense. They just, I don't know. And a lot of people say, "Oh, the internals." This is going to be they're trying to do their own version of Guardians of the Galaxy with that. I don't have that much to say on it. People saying it's going to be a little another wokeness here. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this anyway. This film was supposed to come out anyway, way before now, but I just we'll see. We will see. Um, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Um, I just said my piece on Spider-Man. I don't like Andrew Gar not Andrew Garfield, excuse me. I rather take Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I do not like Toby uh excuse me, Tom Holland Spider-Man. I think he's not Spider-Man. He comes off as Iron Lad, Iron Man sidekick. I have not been a fan of these films, and I'm definitely not a fan of this film. Not because we're not getting Tobey Maguire, but I mean I'm happy for that. That's actually gonna make me go to the film. Or Andrew Garfield. I thought I was a fan of his for the first Amazing Spider-Man. I'm not a fan of this because he has yet have his own film to be his own character. When you look at Tom Holland Spider-Man, he's a sidekick to Iron Man. He's not his own Spider-Man. When I look at Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, he's his own Spider-Man in a bad film. Look, you look at Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, he's his own Spider-Man in two good films and not a okay, in an okay film. Okay, but they're their own Spider-Man. This character, he's not his own Spider-Man. He's actually the worst. He's actually the worst Spider-Man we have ever gotten. TV, live action, you name it. He's the worst because he comes off as Iron Man's sidekick. And I do not like it. I did not like it back then. I don't like it now. You can bring in every character, but if when you bring in all these extra characters in, that shows me you know, and Stevie Wonder blind ass know that he's not a better Spider-Man than those two. They're like, well, you got to do something different. Yeah, make it different. But still make him Spider-Man that people fell in love with in the Sam Raimi films. Still make him Spider-Man that people fell in love with in the Amazing Spider-Man series. They did not do it. And this is the problem we have. I ain't gonna say no too much on that. Now, Doctor Strange and the multiverse of this one I'm actually looking forward to. This is the one I'm looking more forward to because you got Sam Raimi back. Love Sam Raimi, and it's something different. This is something I'm really looking forward to. This is my anticipated film out of the MCU of this phase. This is the one I really want to see. Everything else, um, not so much, but this is one I'm most anticipating. I can't wait for the trailer to drop for this one. Okay. This one I'm not looking forward to because now I'm hearing that Jane Foster's gonna be Thor. She's gonna have powers, and I think it feels I don't want that in here. I didn't want her in the. I didn't want her. I didn't actually. I was actually happy she wasn't in the last one, and now she's in this one, and I just don't. I just don't. And I feel this is gonna be another case of wokeness in here, and I just don't want it. But I don't know. I really don't know. And then the worst thing about it, you got the Guardians of the Galaxy together with these characters. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing these guys together. But I don't know what the direction they're going with this. And they, uh, what Tigi's describing as a romance film, and it's like, Lord have mercy. So I don't know. So Black Panther 2 is going to be interesting to see because of what happened with the death of Chadwick Bowen. I don't think I want to see this one because I don't know how you can do a Black Panther without him, but Captain Marvel, you know what? Out of all the wokeness we got here, that's one I'm actually looking forward to see. I want to see how much wokeness they can put in this film. And I want to see what else can they do because whatever. Ant-Man's and Wasp. The only reason I probably will look at this film is Kane the Conqueror because they got Kane the Conqueror. That is it. All right. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm looking forward to because this is James Gunn's last film. He probably gonna do a lot with this film. Um, they actually introduced Adam Warlock in the last one, so I'm actually looking forward to this one. See where he goes with this one. So And then Fantastic Four, I'm not looking forward to because it's John Watts, the same director of Spider-Man. So I'm not really looking forward to that. So no. But as of right now, the only films I'm looking forward to is Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Captain Marvel has my interest because I want to see what direction they go with it. But other than that, that's 4 films. Out of how many? One, two, three, four, five. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, out of 11 films, out of 11, 10 films, I don't know. So that's not good. They need to do better. Um, but I'm just not happy with the direction Marvel's been going. I haven't been happy with their comics. Their comics have been terrible. I don't even read them motherfuckers no more. It's not even worth it. DC comics have been god awful too, but there was always a light in the tunnel. There ain't no, this tunnel's been closed for years with the MCU and their comics, and you can see it now. Um, and I stated this before, my favorite characters in Marvel: Spider-Man, Hulk, Blade, and X-Men. And if you notice, those are the only characters that got films in the last 3 to 4 decades. Those are the only one TV shows and films because I grew up with that. I love the X-Men, so the X-Men is where I'm going to really you see me rant. If they do it wrong. Fantastic Four, not so much, but it is what it is. We'll see where they go. But as of right now, though, guys, I'm not looking forward to this. I hate the direction they're going with this phase. Um, but what can you do? What can you do? Um, I think Kevin Feige needs to evaluate some of these movies and go back to the drawing board. Some of these movies are already in pre-production. I mean, um, this one, like I said, this is the one I'm looking forward to the most. This one, not so much, but this one right here, this one, because Kang the Conqueror, Guardians because of Adam Warlock, and Spider-Man because of Tobey Maguire. So, whatever. As always, like, subscribe, peace, have a Johnson day. See you guys in the next video.